Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. All right, your first question is number 3 in April 2021. Or some people call it June 2021, whatever. All right, here you'll notice that the differences in your answer choices are what? Let's read, okay? Let's read the sentence. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Instead, banking is a profession not only for those who have a flair. So you have not only. What comes with not only, ya Bahir?
But also.
Ahsant. So you want not only but also. All right. So you have banking is a profession not only for those who have a flair for people, but also for those with a flair for figures. Okay. So here you have two things. You have not only and comes with it, but also. Then what comes after not only also comes after but also. So this is your answer. Tamam? Like, let's see the other ones. You have not only but also. Okay, but also, but there's a difference here. What's the difference here? You have a comma, and this is not a sentence. So you don't need a comma but here because you don't have a complete sentence. So this is B is wrong. Okay? Tamam. Okay, C, you have banking is a profession, not only, so you have the not only part, but it also. Here, there's nothing between not, it, yani there's nothing, here you don't have a pronoun, aslan, but for those. Here you have a pronoun and a verb. So you're changing what comes before and after the not only, but also. So this is wrong. Tamam?
يعني it مش عايدة على حاجة صح؟
No, whatever comes after not only has to come after but also. So here I have not only for those. Here I have but also for those. So not only do the two words have to be the same, not only but also, they both have to come together. But what comes after the first one has to be the same structure as what comes after the second one.
Okay.
Okay, do you get this? All right,
Yeah.
here banking is not only a profession, not only, but you don't have also. And then here, what comes after not only is a profession, a plus noun. Here you have a prepositional phrase. So you don't have the same structure coming after not only, but also. Tamam? So
Okay.
whenever you have a correlative conjunction, like not only, but also, between something and something, neither nor, either or, you have to make sure that the two words that go together in the correlative conjunctions, they go together. And whatever comes after the first correlative conjunction has to come after the second correlative conjunction.
زي parallel structure.
Parallel structure. Allah yaftah alayk. Okay? Do you get this
Okay.
one, class? Got it? Okay. Okay, your next question was number 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see here. Let me just flip to number 30 and then we can get to it. Here. It says, Bismillah, which wording is most consistent with the paragraph as a whole? Okay, so this is a word choice question. So I need to read the paragraph. It says, the Netherlands has always had excellent water connections to the European hinterland, mainly the rivers Rhine and Meuse. These rivers create a permanent acceptance of water species, occasionally including non-native species. So what is he saying? The river, what happens? The non-native species, they are accepted into the river. They go into the river. Water species, when they enter into the river, all right? Another important pathway for non-native species is kaza. Lots of water plants and animals are imported. All right. So here we're talking about a lot of them are going in. Okay, كتير منهم are going in. تمام? Are going in the Dutch aquaria and ponds, into the Dutch waterways and the ponds. Okay, in Dutch اللي هم فين the Netherlands. صح كده? So we want to say that a lot of them go into the waterways, whether they're the rivers or their aquaculture وهكذا. Lots of them.
Yeah, aquaria يعني waterways.
Aqua means water. So anything that has the word aqua in it, it means that it's related to water.
Okay.
تمام كده؟ طيب, when we say lots of things are going inside, do we say arrival entrance, acceptance, or influx?
influx.
Influx, very good, because there's lots of them that are going in. تمام كده؟
And the problem with these questions and in general with lots of questions that I try to interpret يعني كل question from its own perspective, like what if it's right, and I end up stretching the meaning in my head to يعني make the word that may be wrong right in this situation. Like maybe he says يعني لما يقول acceptance أنا أقول طب هو ممكن قصده في acceptance حاجة تانية أنا مش عارفها، ف acceptance تطلع صح. I put this doubt in my head.
Yeah.
فاهماني ميس؟
Yeah, I understand. The thing is, just don't think in these kinds of questions. Yani, don't go beyond the passage. Yani, whatever's in the passage, include it within your answer. Yani, don't go beyond the passage. اللي مكتوب قدامك بس, those are what you use to reach your conclusion.
فلو الرايتر
Don't make
هيحط
inferences.
لو don't make إيه؟
Don't make inferences.
يعني إيه؟
يعني see exactly what's written in front of you and look for exactly what's written. يعني هنا lots of water, plants and animals, lots of them. They are imported. They go inside. So that means here, permanent, which one goes lots? It's you want the exact same meaning. Yeah. So don't make inferences. Don't come to conclusions. Just whatever is written in front of you, that's what you're trying to write.
Okay.
تمام حبيبي? Okay.
تمام.
Okay, الله يفتح عليك يا رب. Okay, your next question was number 33. Number 33. It says the author wants to replace the underlying sentence with which of the following? All right. But here, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Some non-native species of fish have been present in the Netherlands for a long time. صح كده? Yeah, we're in the right place. Like, وبعدين, after 1990, again, تاني, مرة تانية. So there has to be a first to have an again. After 1990, again, a fair amount of non-native fish species was introduced. So they have to be introduced the first time so that we can say again here. Okay, here, does this show that something is being introduced? Macroinvertebrates and water plants are much less than non-native fish species, which make up 30%. Does this show an introduction of species? No. Like, a majority of species originate from temperate areas. Is this showing an introduction? No. The construction of Keza Canal has caused a major increase in the number of non-native invertebrates. An increase, but they're not being introduced. Do you understand? They have increased in number, but they're not being introduced. They're growing, they're multiplying, but they're not being introduced. So this is not the answer. تمام? Like, وهنا it says these species are still intentionally being released. أيوة. Intentionally being released means that you're doing what? You're introducing them into this place. So that's why your answer is D. Like, for these kinds of questions, what can you do so that you can answer these kinds of questions and choosing the right sentence to put? You're going to do, number one, you're going to look for any clues, placement clues. عارف placement clues?
Look for, read the sentence preceding it and in front of it.
بالظبط كده. And look for clues like this, that, these, and those. And the. لو أنا لقيت كلمة this, that, these, or those, or the before a word, that means this word has to be mentioned from before. This idea, يبقى the sentence before has to talk about an idea. تمام? The plan was, يبقى the sentence before it has to talk about a plan. Number two, you're looking for pronouns. Any pronoun, يعني مثلا, if here it says it, or it was talking about he or she, then I have to know who he or she refers to. So it has to be in the sentence before it. تمام? So this is something that can help you in placement. Another thing is chronological order. Chronological order. يعني إيه? يعني مثلا first, second, third, finally, in the end. then this can help you to put the sentence in the right place, or it can help you to choose the sentence that you're going to put over here. تمام؟ طيب another thing is like general or specific. يعني ايه؟ Details. يعني the first sentence will always be general. The sentences after it will be more specific. So مثلا if they gave me this sentence here, all right, and it has like a specific number or a specific percentage, this sentence would never be at the very beginning. It would come where? In the middle of the paragraph. تمام كده؟
أي sentence اللي هي قبل الأخيرة؟
اللي هي اللي قبل الأخيرة, this one, yeah. Or this one, again, you have a specific date. Probably this wouldn't come at the very beginning. Okay, usually your first sentence in the paragraph is going to be a general sentence, and your second or your third your sentences afterwards will give you more details about it. تمام؟
وده كمان يا ميس اللي بيخليني لو هدخل في دماغي فكرة إني أكتب بنفسي، عشان لما ببقى عايز أوصل المعلومة اللي قدامي بحط من نفسي كده، حتى بحط الانترودكشن كده general وببدأ أخش في details later on.
والله أنا معجبة بيك قوي إن أنت عندك الفكرة دي. يعني this is a really good idea. ما شاء الله عليك. الله يفتح عليك.
حتى شكرا. حتى من الطرق اللي أنا بدأت أحل بيها إني I get into the mindset of the writer himself. لو أنا كنت الرايتر هعمل أحط ده عشان أفهم اللي قدامي ولا لأ. فدي بتشتغل معايا كتير.
الله يفتح عليك. الله يفتح عليك. ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so those are just some of the placement clues that can help you with these kinds of questions. Okay, that's number 33. Your next question was number 36. Okay, number 36. Like, in number 36, all right, هنقرأ كده the sentences and let's see what's the differences between them. Okay. For 50 years, Harold Cohen collaborated with a computer program he dubbed Aaron. Okay, that's a sentence. Gradually, he refined its code to produce drawings. That's another sentence. Later, he created paintings which grabbed his interest and that of a large public. Okay, so I have 3 sentences here. Let's look at the other one, the other sentences. Harold Cohen collaborated with a computer program dubbed Aaron for 50 years. And with a refined code, do you see what's wrong here? Here.
اللي هي اللي اسمها ايه؟ مش function اللي هي مش عايدة على error مش الكمبيوتر.
أحسنت. Modifier placement.
A modifier.
Here it looks like he collaborated with a computer program and with a refined code. Can you collaborate with a refined code?
No.
Yeah, here the original sentence, he refined the code. He refined the code. He didn't collaborate with a refined code. Well, see, it says during his 50-year collaboration with the computer program he dubbed Aaron, Harold Cohen صح كده gradually refined its code to producing drawings and later paintings of increased interest to Cohen and to a large public. Wonderful. Here you have your modifier, you have the noun that's being modified, and it's shorter than 3 sentences. Okay, so this is really good. Okay, so when you can combine your sentences, it's better than not combining them. Come on?
But wait, it's more than 3 sentences.
Here it's 3 sentences. Here it's just 1 sentence. In one. 3 in 1. 3 in 1 أحسن من 3 different sentences.
Okay.
Okay. Allah يفتح عليك حبيبي. طيب, D, it says for 50 years, comma, and with the help. Why would I put a comma here? ليه? Okay, and then what comes before and after and is not parallel. For 50 years and with the help of the computer program Aaron, dubbed Aaron, Harold Cohen produced drawings and paintings which he produced. I'm repeating the word produced twice. I don't want to repeat words, and I don't want to put a comma before and here, and I want to have parallelism before and after and. So this is really not going to work.
يعني ايه parallelism with and after and?
Okay, so if I have the word and, so if I say, for example, Sam and Sally. So usually when you have the word and or, what comes before and, you want to make it as parallel as possible with what comes after and. Ate and slept. He played and وهكذا. All right? It doesn't always work, but a lot of times, yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Those were your questions. Do you have any other ones?
وكمان عشان الكوماز بتخلي كل اللي قدامها ده non essentials فهتبقى for 50 years Harold Cohen produced drawings مش هتدي كل المعنى صح؟
بص whenever you start your sentence with a fragment you need a comma after your fragment. أنا حطيت هنا الكوما بعد الفراجمنت. تمام؟ وبعدين بس هنا I don't need the comma and. الكوما and بتيجي between two complete sentences. Yeah? So I don't want a comma and here. I can say and without the comma.
Okay. عشان هي كلها fragment على بعضها for 50 years and with the help.
أيوة لحد كده I started my sentence with a fragment. Where is my subject here? Harold Cohen. Where's my verb? Produced. تمام كده؟
تمام.
الله يفتح عليك حبيبي يا رب. ويوفقك دنيا وآخرة. Hey, do you have any other questions?
ممكن كان في امتحان برضو أنا حليته بس كنت مستني حضرتك تبعتيها إجابات الأسئلة دي فممكن ندخل في الباسج في الإكزام التاني.
عينيا. What was the name of the other exam?
هو برضو April 2022 ممكن أبعت لحضرتك الفيرست بيج زي ما لو عايز.
Yeah. If it's the one that we're talking about right now, is it the same one?
لا, I don't think so. No, it's another one.
Sure, okay. Send me the first page. انت قلت ايه؟ April 2022?
لا, 2021.
April 2021? That's the one we're working on right now. Happy families? Oh, that's the one we're working on right now. ماشي. What questions do you want?
اوكي ده غلطان في حبة حلوين.
مفيش مشكلة.
2 و 3 و 4.
طب خدني كده واحدة خلينا نحل واحدة وبعدين قولي the one after it وكده. Okay. نحل مع بعض. Okay, you want number 2?
و 3 هم evidence question.
عينيا يا حبيبي. Here we go. All right. It says here the dialogue in lines 45 to 56 are in reference to what? Okay. So I'm gonna go back to lines 45 to 46. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. How was it now? He thought going over his Riviera. Like, what is a Riviera? It's a dream. صح كده؟ Like, so what is he talking about here? It's a daydream. Okay? So the answer here is a dream. And it goes along with lines 45 to 46 اللي هو اتكلم عليها. بس خلاص. Pretty easy.
بس ما كنتش عارف يعني ريفري.
Yeah. It's just a dream. Okay, a daydream.
Okay.
Okay, your next question.
Number 4 بعدها على طول.
Okay. Here it says, as used in line 27, situation most nearly means. Here it says, Bismillah, the children ran wild all over the house. The English governess quarreled with the housekeeper and wrote to a friend asking her to look out for a new situation for her. Okay, so things are going wild in this home, and the housekeeper is looking for a new situation. A new what? What do you think here it means? مش هجيبها شغلها. What does she want? A new what?
مش عارف. A new يعني place, a new job.
أحسنت. A new job. طيب, which one over here means a new job? Environment, setting, condition ولا post?
Post.
بس كده. Okay.
مم.
طيب next question.
ثانية في الأسئلة دي يعني لازم أجيب المعنى في دماغي وبعدين أشوف أقرب حاجة ليه في الإجابات صح؟
أيوة شطور يا ماهر.
ماشي. number 7.
Okay. It says here, on the basis of the passage, which of the following statements about Stefan most reasonably can be made? Okay, ممكن, how can we describe Stefan? Okay, if you go to lines 85 to 88, he says, yes, she won't forgive me, and she can't forgive me. And the most awful thing about it is that it's all my fault. All my fault. كله بسببي. أنا السبب. أنا اللي عملت جبت ده لنفسي. Though I am not to blame. Though I'm not to blame. الحق مش عليا. يعني does he really believe that it's his fault? Does he really feel like it's his fault? ولا not really?
No.
بالظبط كده. So his regret is superficial.
Wait, مش superficial يعني super very much.
No. Superficial means it's existing only on the surface. سطحي. Superficial. It's not real. It's not deep. مش حقيقي.
Okay.
تمام؟
أصل طب إيه طب خلاص طب سي بقى ليه غلط؟ ده اخترته.
He is
سي.
unbothered by his deceitful acts. لا, he cares. يعني هو متضايق شوية. Okay? Most unpleasant of all was the first minute when كذا كذا كذا.
هو
He's
بس
having an
كبر.
unpleasant time.
متكبر
متضايق.
بس.
Yeah, huh?
عنده كبر يعني مش قادر يعرف
أيوة
غلط.
بالظبط كده. مش عاوز يعترف.
Okay.
Okay.
يعني I figured إن في الامتحانات دي أوقات في أسئلة ممكن ما تطلعش غلط بس تبقى فيها إجابة أحسن.
أحسنت. بالظبط. So you're always looking for the best answer.
ماشي. في الباسج التانية number 11.
Okay, number 11. In passage 1, lines 37 to 41, indicate which of the following. طيب تعالى نقرا 37 to 41. بيقول لي إيه هنا؟ People in all but the most favored times and places are rooted to the places where they were born. Think the thoughts of those places can endure no other thoughts. So people are connected to the places that they were born in. تمام?
Okay.
They're connected to the culture, they're connected to the environment, they're rooted in those places. Okay? Like, so your answer here is A. People are bound to the culture and thoughts of their environment. They think those thoughts, they think of they are rooted in that place, they think about, so that's why your answer is A.
أنا
Like,
اخترتها C عشان آخر جملة بتاعته كان endure no other thoughts.
people tend to remain ignorant of other ideas. Ignorant means that you don't know about them. you're جاهل. هنا بيقول لك مش ان هم مش جاهلين، لا. endure يعني يستحمل، ما يتقبلش. Okay, so
يعني ignorant أقرب من oblivious.
no. Oblivious is more like you don't care. But ignorant means you don't know.
أصل قلت no other افتكرتها extreme language وقلت يعني التون بتاعه aggressive شوية فاخترتها C.
Yeah, don't choose don't choose extreme language answers.
لا يعني extreme language شفتها افتكرتها في اللاينز نفسها.
The
No
extreme
other
language
thought.
for lines, extreme language for lines, this indicates that this is where you're going to find your answer. But endure means يعني to put up with. To put up with. يستحمل. الحكاية هنا مش إن هما ما يستحملوش، هنا ما يعرفوش. There's a difference. في فرق بين أنت تعرف حاجة وتستحمل حاجة.
طب أنا إيش عرفني إنه هيستخدم المعنى الباطني ولا المعنى السيرفس؟ يعني ممكن يبقى قصده بإجنورنت هنا جاهل، مش بيفهم، يعني عارف برضه بس مش بيفهم.
عارف بس مش بيفهم. هو مش هنا أصلا برضو مش بيتكلم على إن هو عارف بس مش بيفهم.
يعني يجي بنفس المعنى بس بيبقى قصده الرايتر ممكن يستخدم ignorance مش بالمعنى الباطني اللي احنا يعني قلنا عليها غلط، انه مش بس مش فاهم، ده ممكن يستخدمها كإنسلت يعني.
No, he's not insulting anybody here. There's no insult. هو بس بيقول لك حاجة عن البشرية. البشرية, what are they like? People, what are they like? They are like the places and the times that they are in. بيحبوا المكان والزمن اللي هم فيه.
اوكي.
Okay, تمام. Next.
12.
طيب, which of the following best summarizes passage 2? طيب, passage 2 بتتكلم عن ايه؟ تعال نشوف الblurb. It's taken from the commentaries on the laws of English by Walter, discusses the rights of Parliament. The rights of Parliament. تمام؟ طيب,
اوكي.
would that be enough to answer the question ولا لا؟ طيب, the rights of Parliament. Parliament عاملة ازاي؟ طيب, انت برضو لو بصيت هنا في الباسج هتتكلم على البارلمنت. فين بدأ يتكلم عن البارلمنت؟ With us, therefore, in England, the supreme power is divided into two branches. The one legislative to the parliament, consisting of kaza. So it's divided into two, the parliament. The rights of the parliament, it's divided into two. تمام؟ طيب, هنا. Supreme magistrates hold the sovereign power of the states. Is this about the supreme magistrates? No. It's about the parliament. Second, the parliament. Like, a magistrate has limited power in the government. No, it's about the parliament. Parliament is divided into two sectors. Yes, among members of society, there exist two, both public and private affairs. لا, it's about the parliament. So your answer is C.
اوكي.
تمام. Next.
Okay. Next, 13.
Okay, the author of passage 1 most likely uses quotations in line 55 for what? تعالى كده نشوف line 55. أهي. And if the country is dubious, a remote country is unworthy. Vagrants come from thence. يعني الناس اللي هم البيئة. عارف احنا في العربي دايما نقول ناس بيئة أو ناس يعني ايه people who don't have really have يعني they're الناس الناس اللي مش متعلمين they come from there. تمام؟ ليه فاكر الفكرة إن هو people they are bound to the places that they're in. صح كده؟ Is this the one ولا is a different passage؟ لا, it's a different passage. So this is about يعني people. Yeah, they're bound to the culture that they are in, and they don't think very well of people that are from other places. Like Hannah, this is how they think. All right, like it demonstrates the ignorance of the men of the community. Remember, احنا قلنا it's not ignorance. It's not ignorance. احنا مش بنتكلم على ignorance. Ignorance عدم المعرفة. لا, هم عارفين. But they don't like them. They think they can endure no other thoughts. Okay, so it's not ignorance. طيب, emphasize the mindset of the members of the community. Yes, this is how they think. الناس دي, now, from there come the people that are vagrants. This is how they think. All right, they're dubious, they're doubtful, they don't believe in. Okay, so this is why your answer is B.
يعني ايه dubious?
Dubious, to be doubtful. Doubtful, okay, dubious. Like, offer an excuse for the lack of trust. No, this is not an excuse. Excuse the ignorance. احنا قلنا ما نتكلمش, احنا مش بنتكلم على ignorance. احنا عندنا they know but they can endure no other thoughts. مش بيتقبلوا أفكار مختلفة عن أفكارهم.
مم.
Okay? So that's why your answer is B. Come on?
Okay.
Okay. Next.
أنا بس عايز أتك على 13 هو emphasize عشان بيوضح يعني صح؟
Oh, they use quotations to emphasize, use quotations for direct speech, use quotations for sarcasm or skepticism.
مم. Okay, 14.
Okay. As used in line 25, submit most worthy means. نبص كده line 25 أهي. We are so accustomed to submit to be ruled by elected ministers, so we accept يعني. Okay? طيب.
مم.
Which equals accept? Decide, offer ولا assert ولا give in?
Give in, but I feel like that's the literal meaning.
You want the literal meaning.
أصل أنا فهمتها allowed يعني we allow ourselves to be ruled by elected ministers.
allow ولا give in بنستسلم ممكن
يعني
تبقى allow. طيب if you're gonna choose allow, we allow ourselves. Which one would you choose?
offer ممكن we offer ourselves.
offer يعني احنا اللي بنقول لهم تعالوا to offer.
لا مش نفس المعنى.
بالظبط كده.
Okay.
Okay.
21.
طيب. Which point from passage 2 would the author of passage 1 disagree about? So this kind of question you're going to do it at the very end because you need to
read both passages.
Read both passages, and that's why you're going to answer all the other questions before you answer this one. Like here in passage 2 شفت هنا but they always give you على فكرة يعني clues because ESC really does make reading much more easier. Okay?
أنا لاحظت في آخر محاولة أكتوبر كان reading مش بيلف ويدور كان سهل.
أيوة فعلا. وعلى فكرة الريدنج في ESC أسهل من السات على فكرة القديم الورقي. Okay?
هو ده ساعات صح ولا لأ؟
لا ده EST.
أمال ده مش سهل ليه بقى؟
هو بس على فكرة أنت لو اتعودت شوية هتلاقي الموضوع واو it's so easy. واحدة واحدة. شوية على نفسك وإن شاء الله هتوصل بإذن الله.
Okay.
All right. So here is saying that we submit to be ruled by elected ministers. هنا in this passage, if you look at line, it says that we should not submit. Okay. Right next to the tree to the. The former, we will take care not to entrust the latter with so much power. يبقى المفروض إن إحنا we should not give so much power to other people. تمام? So this is something they disagree on. So that's why for number 21, your answer is B. There's an unwillingness to entrust large power to the executive authority for the possibility of the subject suppression. هنا he's saying there is unwillingness. هنا بيقول لك لا. There is a willingness. We are willing to submit ourselves.
طب ليه مش سي؟ أنا حاسس إن سي برضو بتدي نفس المعنى.
No. Here he agrees to this, and this one will agree to it also. Or he doesn't talk about two powers, أصلاً. Does he talk about two powers here?
I don't think so.
ما بيجيبش سيرة two powers.
أنا في الأسئلة دي مشكلتي بقى إني مش عارف لما أرجع بقى الباسج بعد ما قريتها أقرأ منين أبدأ منين عشان آخد الجنرال conclusion. مش عارف بقى ببقى بتوه في الباسج وعيني عمالة مش بتقرا كويس، بدور على وورد او اتنين، اقرا منين، ابدا منين؟
Read the blurb, read the first 10 lines, read the conclusion, and if you still don't get it, read the first sentence from each paragraph. First sentence. If you still don't get it, read the first and last sentence from every paragraph.
مم. بس التين دول انا بقراهم اصلا انا بعمل سكيم اند سكان، بقرا اول 15 واخر 15.
حلو قوي. ماشي. You can just read a little bit more.
اقف منين بقى؟ يعني من نص من نص الباسج، ولا من اول من اول لاين كل باراجراف؟
The first sentence. Okay, the first sentence of every paragraph is supposed to give you the main idea of the passage, of the paragraph.
first
First sentence. Well, concluding sentence is supposed to summarize the whole paragraph. So you're going to do the first and the last sentence of every paragraph. Okay?
حاجة كمان، لو عايز حاجة specific، يعني هنا disagree، يعني بيدور بقى على حاجة specific they both said and they both disagree with. Like, how do I look for it?
That's what I'm telling you. You have to read a little bit more from the passage so that you can, so that's why you're going to leave this question to the very end, because you're going to get a good idea about the main idea of both passages. فبالتالي it's going to be easier for you to find what they agree or disagree about.
أصلا يعني بمسك ماشي أنا أمسك سي وأقعد أدور هما فين بيتكلموا عن النقطة دي، ولو ما لقيتش بروح على دي، وده بياخد وقت مني.
بص يعني when you're doing these kinds of questions, always think about what's the relationship between the two passages. تمام? Always. That's the first thing you're doing من أول ما أنت بتقرأ هنا. Because you know this kind of question is going to come. What do they agree or disagree about? تمام? Okay. Next question.
يعني I read بس more من آخر أول line كل paragraph، ده هيساعدني صح؟
Read the blurb, read the conclusion and the first paragraph. If that's not enough, read the first sentence of every paragraph.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, 24.
Okay. It says here the author guides the reader through the workings of assaying zinc by doing what? All right.
Saying يعني إيه saying zinc؟
Wallahi, I myself, I have no idea. It's something that is scientific, and we really don't have to understand it. It's like when I looked it up, it says to judge the worth of. But if this comes to you on the exam, it's okay. You don't have to understand every single word, and so it's fine.
أصل الورد اللي أنا مش بفهمها تطلع هي أصل الباراجراف. يعني أنا ما فهمتش السؤال ده لمدة عشان ما كنتش فاهم يعني إيه saying zinc. أنا بجدج يعني اللاينز دي على حسب إيه طيب؟
You can like usually get it from the context. يعني هنقرا كده شوية هتلاقي نفسك فهمت يعني the gist of the passage. تمام؟ طيب. And you're gonna look at the line references. If you look at lines 49 to 50, the following method gives approximate results, and then it's gonna give you an experiment. Take كذا كذا نعمل كذا كذا وهكذا. So this is an experiment. So that's why your answer is D.
أنا مشكلتي في answer في choice دي إنه بس قال the following method gives the approximate results وسكت. ما ده يعني لو كانت اللاينز extended a bit for حتى قولي 60 أو حاجة 55 وبيبدأ يشرح الإكسبيرمنت كان ممكن I consider it، بس هو بس قال the following results وسكت.
Yeah. In these kinds of questions, just read a little bit more. يعني اقرأ زيادة كده هتلاقي نفسك لا يعني الموضوع فهمت الcontext أكتر. So it's okay if you read like a sentence more before or after. It will help you.
يعني في اللاينز هو مش لازم يقول كل حاجة في اللاين، ممكن يبقى قصده على الحاجة اللي بعديها.
يعني ممكن تقرا sentence قبل وسنتنس بعد عشان تقدر تفهم السنتنس ده قصده ايه بيه.
امم
اوكي عشان بس تبقى فاهم الكونتكست.
امم
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
26.
Okay. Number 26. The author mentions all of the following except. طيب دي بقى برضو بنسيبها لحد الآخر بقى. آخر الآخر. Alright? Because you have to have a really
Mm.
good idea about the whole passage. بس وانت بتقرا وانت بتحل الأسئلة التانية you're gonna find these. Okay? So
Mm.
مثلا here zinc forms colorless series of salts. You're gonna find that in line 30. Okay? It's
أنا
colorless.
بلاقيه بشطب عليه.
بالظبط كده. Zinc is unpredictable. هتلاقيها في line 44. Okay, zinc is volatile and at temperature of its reduction, it's gas. It's impractical to condense. It's not predictable. طيب هنا the precipitate of zinc can either be white or blue. You can find that in lines 93 to 94. So your only answer is D. وانت يعني على فكرة people that put down these exams, they know that these passages are difficult. They know that these kinds of questions are going to be difficult. فانت وانت بتحل الأسئلة التانية هتلاقي مريت على line references ديت.
هو يعني ايه volatile unpredictable
Volatile يعني changes.
constantly ولا occasionally
It doesn't make a difference.
اوكي هو titration of zinc ده مش لاقيه او ما لهوش اوكي بس انا فاكر اني شفت كلمة titration دي قبل كده بس مش عارف فين في الباسج قعدت ادور عليها بس ما لقيتهاش لقيتها مرة
هي مش موجودة. It's okay. You don't have to find it. Your answer is D.
امم
طيب خلينا نشوف hack. بص كده هنا. You have a what?
is more trustworthy comparison
Comparison. You said comparison answers are usually gonna be wrong.
in this case right
Excuse me?
or in this case right عشان هو اللي مش كان ما اتكلمش عنه
Yeah. They're asking you what's not in there. So this is not gonna be in the passage. So in this case, it's not. You're not gonna find it in the passage. Okay?
Okay. 31.
Okay. It says here, which of the following most resembles the relationship between the precipitate of zinc and iron as described in the passage? تعالى كده نشوف. بيقول لك بسم الله هي دي titration اللي انت كنت بتدور عليها. The precipitate of zinc formed in the assay solution is white. المفروض ان هي تبقى ابيض. الا لو في ايه but if traces of iron are present it becomes ايه bluish. تمام. So that يعني لو فيها ايه لو فيها يعني something extra that is not supposed to be there. يبقى a car filled with unfiltered water results in a radiator locked with limestone. يعني المفروض ان هي تبقى unfiltered فتطلع لك ابيض. If it's I mean المفروض تبقى filtered فتطلع لك ابيض. لو في traces of iron or something that is not supposed to be there, you get something else. So that's why your answer here is A.
طب دي غلط ليه؟
Adding lemon to a main dish results in a sour tang. It's not about being filtered or unfiltered. You are intentionally adding something.
بس ده يعني concept ان حاجة عندها شكل لما تحط مع حاجة تانية يبقى عندها شكل تاني.
معلش قول تاني.
يعني لما الزنك هو بيطلع وايت لما تحط عليه الايرون بقى بلو ويعني المين ديش طعمه عادي لما تحط عليه ليمون بقى sour.
Yeah, but الأصل هنا إن هي أبيض. الأصل إن هي تبقى أبيض. If something that's not supposed to be there is added, it becomes blue. Here, you're intentionally adding the lemon. Well, you know that it's going to be a sour tang. هو المفروض يعني دي مش حاجة حلوة أو وحشة.
طب ميس ممكن نرجع للسؤال 26 أنا أهو unfortunately the titration serves simply to replace the gravitic determination. Oh, replace كان في relation.
لا, it doesn't say it's more or less. It says that or it's going to replace. Replacing is not more or less.
طب ليه؟ عشان لما ببقى عايز لما عملت replace أنا عملت replace لسبب ممكن عشان دي more efficient.
هو قال لك إن في سبب هنا؟
لا بس replace أنا ممكن أفهم إنه replacing something
لا
يعني
لا
أو
لا لا لا
replace
لا
it for a
ممكن
reason.
تفهم معناها that you are coming to an inference. Don't make any inferences.
طب معناها إيه هنا طيب؟ ليه أعمل replace؟
Unfortunately, this titration serves simply to replace the gravitate determination. This is going to replace this. It's going to take the place of it, but it doesn't mean that it's better or worse. وحتى it's saying unfortunately يعني هو مش مبسوط بالموضوع ده. هنا بيقول لك إن titration is more trustworthy. ده هو بيقول لك unfortunately دي مش حاجة كويسة.
لا ممكن قصده إن يعني it's only service is to replace the يعني the method مش حاجة تانية زي الناس يعني متوقعينها إنها تعمل حاجة تانية لا هي simply serves to replace ده بس.
No, he's looking at it as a negative, something negative here. So you don't want to make it something positive here.
يعني أنا ممكن أعمل general rule في دماغي اللي هي no stretches يعني
No stretches. Never stretch. Never. If it's not in front of you, don't choose it.
ما أجيبش موضوع من دماغي يعني.
بالظبط كده. أبدا أبدا أبدا. Your answer has to be right in front of you.
أصل أنا بحب في الإنجليش أقرأ من حاجات الأوثرز اللي بيحبوا يسيبوا الحاجة للريدر إنه يعمل
That's a
theories
good
عليها.
writer. A good writer shows you. He doesn't tell you. That this is a good writer and a good observant person in life is somebody that stretches a little bit. ده صحيح. But on these exams, you can't leave room for that because there can't be except for one correct answer. يعني it's you can stretch it in one way, somebody else can stretch it in another way, so it's not going to be correct. You can't leave room for that. في ملايين الناس they're going to stretch it. You can stretch it in a million zillion ways.
ممكن stretch it لحيث إن كل الأسئلة صح.
بالظبط كده بالظبط.